Very good. Oh, scared me, Pushy. Okay, for those of you who may stop by, I'm going to be live on a couple of platforms. We'll see what happens. If you're in here, feel free to ask questions if you have them. And enjoy.
So if you're tapping, sharing, staying in the chat, things like that, that's going to help the room get bigger. That's going to help you guys get your goals. Speaking of goals, if you get goals in here or gains, I would like you guys to comment on one of my videos so I can do a video shout out. I didn't see any from yesterday. Cohen, thank you so much for the follow, love. That's right, you pretty queen. I work for you guys. At Early Lead, thank you so much for the follow. Make sure you guys are snagging and tagging. Snagging and tagging helps keep the chat rolling too. So that's going to be profile picture, red F button at the user, and send it to the chat, guys. If you see your name in the chat, that means somebody has shown you love, so make sure you're showing them love back. Should we do it? Should we go do the correct thing? Should we do it? Should we go do the correct thing? Never! Let's make more decisions! Okay, can't believe I'm making this video. But this is my TikTok. Hopefully you can find me on here. Some dudes just be like, girl, your man ain't shit. Alright, well let me break it down for you. Big Daddy's big everywhere it counts. His mind, his heart, his cock, and his wallet. So you better go on with that bullshit. Hey, y'all. Smizzy, thank you so much for the follow. Sephora sharing like a mad woman. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. So much you can agree when you let them in. And even for you, even though it don't got that fuzzy feeling, yeah, chills used to get them. Now you can't
Uh-oh. 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 I think I'm broke. Did you break it? Put away your stuff, they say. It'll help you be better, they say. Oh, I can't find my stuff because I put it away. And I don't know if I'm still live on YouTube because my screen's acting all weird. Hmm? My mouse, little kitten. Hey, okay. Sorry. Okay, well, if you guys watch them in the future, you'll see it. It looks funny. Okay, let's move this for a second. All right, let's do some law of attraction cards while we wait for the room to fill up. That way, at least we can do something. I like this card. It seems to pop up a lot in people's the last couple of weeks for you guys over here. Hey, hey, hey. I just got here. You have perfect timing. I'm the creator of my own life experience. I like giving you these cards. I want you to remember them. You are the creator of your own life experience. And as the creator of your life experience, it is important to understand that it is not by virtue of your action, not by virtue of your doing. It is not even by virtue of what you are saying that you are creating. You are creating by virtue of the thought that you are offering. You cannot speak or offer action without thought vibration occurring at the same time. However, you are offering you are often offering a thought vibration without offering words for action. Children or babies learn to mimic the vibration of adults who surround them long before they learn to mimic their words. Oh, I think I said that to somebody else the other day too. I like those little babies. They're smart. They know what they want. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen this card before. I can create both money and the time to enjoy it. Tra la la la. Any of you tell us that you are, oh, many of you tell us that you are so busy making your money that you don't have the time to enjoy it. For when you rely on your action to create, often you are too tired to enjoy your creation. Once you not only understand the power of your thought, but deliberately direct this powerful tool in the direction of things that you desire, then you will discover that the action part of your life is the way to enjoy what you have created through your thought. If you think it takes a lot of effort to make a lot of money, you're going to be dog tired, baby. Just pretend you're a queen and people bring you things. But also, queens are very nice. Like they help people figure things out, which is why I'm here. I don't really have a choice. I would almost write a book about my story. I didn't have a choice. It's so funny. Ooh, this is like one of those weird art things where there's a guy, Van Gogh, Vanguard, something or other. Anywho, yeah, I think my cat is sitting on my mouse. That's what the deal is, you crazy loon. All right, sorry, I have another screen running, and I'm like, open screen, close screen. Nothing's going on. Nobody's moving anything. Nothing's being touched. My cat is sitting here bathing himself, and my screen is going crazy like I got a poltergeist in it. And I'm sitting here trying to read these cards. I feel like a loon. Yeah, I'm going to be doing readings for people. I can put the price list up here now. Originally, I just come in here. People feel good. They like to hang out on my channel, so we're gonna do some cards and all kinds. There's all kinds of stuff to do on my channel, so just get on the list. We'll start the readings in a minute. If you guys want to get on the list now, you can. My what is need not influence my what is becoming. What is has no bearing on what is coming unless you are continually regurgitating the story of what is, like by constantly talking about the crap you see around you that you don't like, instead of just be like, it doesn't matter because I'm not going to be here. Poof, I'm gone. By thinking and speaking more of how you really want your life to be, you allow what you are currently living to be the jumping off place for so much more. But if you speak predominantly of what is, then you will still jump off, but you will jump off into more of the same. So you don't like your job and you complain about these things, so you get a new job and you solve the same problem. Whereas if you get a new job because you like the idea of just having a new job because you'd rather have something cooler, then you walk into a different vibration. And that's the cool thing about tarot cards, is they can help you find out and be honest about the things that you don't want to be honest with. Either way, it's always a good time. You know what I'm saying? For those of you who don't know me, I'm you, Party Queen. It's nice to meet each and every single one of you. I will pray success wherever I see it. When you find yourself critical of the way anyone has attracted or using money, you are pushing money away from you. But when you realize, so like when Tom or Peter or Paul or Nancy or Susan down the street makes all this money doing whatever it is that they're doing, and you're like, well, blah, 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 all you do is hurt yourself. But when you realize that what others do with money has nothing to do with you, and that your primary work is to think and speak and do what feels good to you, then you will be in alignment not only about the subject of money, but about every important subject in your physical experience. Money's not good or bad. It's just currency. It's just some people are stupid and some people aren't. And when you have money and you're stupid, it amplifies you. And when you have money and you're not, it amplifies you. Money's not evil. It's the fear of not having enough that turns you into greed that makes you evil. People can be evil, broke, or rich. You know what I'm saying? It's your job to figure out what it is that you want for your life. I can transform. I can transform my own world. It's your job to figure it out. You get what you think about, whether you like your thoughts or not. All right? It's my job to help you with all of that. So, making lists. So there's this long, oh my God. So there's this long ass list. I want money. Hi, Lilu. Get on TikTok. That's so funny. I love you, girl. They got people on the other reading, on the other screen here too. So I have a whole big ass list that I'm supposed to be making for this project that I'm doing, and I still haven't made the list. And the longer I wait, the worse it is, because then you don't actually focus on those details that you actually. So lists are there for you to like put it down in writing and focus on, right? If you want to make $1 million, you have to like put that on your list. I have $1 million. Make lists of positive aspects. Make lists of things you love, and never complain about anything. Anything. Oh, I need to make my podcast tonight too, because it has a lot to do with this card. I was on TikTok, but there's a lag. Is there a lag on my end or on your end? Is there a lag on TikTok, you guys? Anyway, make lists. Make lists, make lists, make lists. Don't talk about anything other than that, and never complain about anything. And as you use those things that shine bright and make you feel good as your excuse to give your attention and be who you are, you will tune into who you are, and the whole world will begin to transform before your eyes. It is not your job to transform the world for others, but it is your job to transform it for you. A state of appreciation is pure connection to source, where there is no perception of lack. And this goes with every topic there is on the freaking, oh, on your end. Okay, good. This goes with every topic there is on the freaking planet. Every topic, no matter what it is. And nobody has ever proven me wrong. I am correct when I stand by this. This is an Abraham Hicks card, right? So I can't believe I actually ran across these because I wasn't even sure that these existed. Here, I'll show you too, Lulu. Sorry. I'll show you the artwork. But it's cool though because that's cool, right? Mm-hmm. Because when you realize that you can just change, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. So the list is open. You guys can log in if you want. Cash App is open. I'm looking for a card here. I wanted to see if maybe there is another one I can use as an example. Okay, hold on. Oh. Okay, this card is cool, but I wanted to get water first because it's warm in here. Okay, let's show both screens so everybody can see. See how you're like washing, like your one hand doesn't know what the other hand is doing. You see that? Okay, I'll show you guys too over here. I want to harmonize with what I believe is good. I want to be the best that I can be. I want to do and have and live in a way that is in harmony with my idea of the greatest goodness. I want to harmonize physically here in this body with that which I believe to be the best or the good way of the good way of life. If you will make those statements, notice how there was never a but. But my mom told me I couldn't, or but I've never seen it before. But if you will make those statements and then do not take action unless you feel good, you will always be moving in harmony with your idea of that which is good. But yeah, I like these cards. Let's show all the screens. Not bad, right? That's cool that there was lag on TikTok, but then you came to YouTube. I'll try to be on both at the same time then from now on. That's actually kind of cool. So I don't think there's even anybody on TikTok right now. I think it's empty. Which happens, it's weird, but I want to harmonize with my desire. Mm-hmm. Show you guys. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Lulu, that's cool. Anytime you feel negative emotion, stop and say, something is important here. Otherwise, I would not be feeling this negative emotion. What is it that I want? And then simply turn your attention to what you do want. And the moment you turn your attention to what you want, the negative attraction will stop. And in the moment the negative attraction stops, the positive attraction will begin. And in that moment, your feeling will change from not feeling good to feeling good. That is your process of pivoting. It's all about what you do with it. You know what I'm saying? You can think of it however you want, by not doing yourself any favors, by thinking about it in a bad way. You're literally screwing yourself over. It's one of those things. All right, let's shuffle them around a bit and make it like it's worth it. Ooh, that one just fell. We'll read that one. Ooh, the better it gets, the better it gets. See, like it just like at the so okay. When you try something new at the beginning, things can seem like they're just a little bit overwhelming, right? Because it's a new thing. But it's easy. Like when you're driving, you keep doing it because you want to. When there's something that you want to do, like mascara, you keep doing it because you want to get better at it, right? But some things are just like there's a lot of resistance with it because of whatever agreements we may have had with some other people, or however people saw the world, and that's what they taught us. And then now we can't do what makes us happy because of tra la la and blah blah blah. But once you let go of all that, and you realize that you really are what you think, it just gets better because like your brain lets go of all of the things that people have taught you that hinder you, and you let go of yourself to become the best you can be. And the competition no longer becomes between you and other people, but if you can wake up the next morning and have a better day than you had the day before, but the day before was pretty damn good, like there's not a whole lot that can top it, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, the better it gets, the better it gets. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And some days when you're not feeling it, it's okay because that just means that you're not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And it helps you appreciate the days when you are. When you deliberately seek positive aspects of whatever you're giving your attention to, you, in a sense, tune your vibrational tuner into more positive aspects of everything. And of course, you could turn yourself negatively as well. But as you are deliberately looking for positive aspects in yourself or in others, right, you will find more of those things. The better it gets, the better it gets. For you get more and more of what you are thinking about, whether you want it or not. That's why I keep telling people, you get what you think, whether you want it or not. And you can change your thoughts. My brother and me very much disagree on these things. We're like egg yolk and egg white. Just but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Well, Lulu, I think it's just you and me and the empty World Wide Web. I don't know what's going on today. It's just one of those things. But you know what? I think I found a house. I've been working on the law of attraction real good on that one. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so I've been looking to move too, you know what I'm saying? Like I came and I learned and I conquered and I saw, and now I need like to upgrade, and like it's time. And so I found this house that I don't know how I found it. I don't know how I'm going to get it, but I'm going to have that house one day. And I just found this, I don't know even what it was. It was just like I've seen a million freaking houses in my life, and I'm just like, eh. But I saw this house today on YouTube, and I watched the YouTube video twice, and it was 45 minutes long. And I was like, I saw that in a meditation. I saw that in a meditation. I saw that in a meditation. Through the whole thing. Bring my girlfriend in, have her watch the movie. She's like, you saw that in a meditation. And I was like, I know. And she's like, you saw that in a meditation. And I was like, I know. And she's like, you saw that in a meditation. And I was like, I know. It really fucking works. Like, it really just fucking works. And so I'm not really exactly sure how it's all going to unfold yet, but that's just the scoop on that and the update with that whole situation. But law of attraction is a crazy thing. And yeah, so we'll just, man, oh man, oh man. Delicious. It's all delicious. Okay, I'm going to take this down. I don't like the price sign being up. The room is very empty. I think it scares people away. But yeah, I work the law of attraction too, man. I have these beautiful wedding soaps. I think it's on one of my YouTube channels or a podcast, perhaps. And I also wrote a book on how I did it. But I didn't want to like be miserable anymore, so I did. So it's just like this one thing after another, and then you realize like how you're doing it, and then you just keep doing it with other things, and at the same time you're like knocking down um walls and bad agreements, and like you love the world again, and you actually like yourself, and so. But I move really fast, you know what I'm saying? So like this was supposed to take longer. And I just don't believe that I should have to wait because it takes people a long time to do things. I don't think I should have to wait for that. Yeah. Hey, sorry. Yeah. So the other YouTube channel. No, it's fine. So you have to look at the other YouTube channel because that's important as well. That's kind of like a whole society important situation where it involves all the people. But you should stalk me, and you can stalk me. That's why I have many channels. So hopefully I'm appealing to like many different types of people because it's all just about the people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. It's just about exactly. It's just about the good times. So when you're on there and I'm on TikTok and everything's working out and people are all happy, it doesn't matter. It's just good times, you know. So yeah, you can stalk me if you need to. I don't care, girl. Hey, hon. I hear I could put my sign up for readings. This is what I charge for readings, but I am doing money cards right now, so you can hang out with the money cards. And if you want a money card, whatever resonates with you, you can certainly take it out. Uh, and it showed you other channel. I was like, hey, oh, cool, yeah, yeah. So that one's a little different to grow than this one. Completely different topic though, you know. And I make soaps and have a garden, and I make pain cream and candles and all that kind of stuff. Like I have a farmer's market at my house, and so at some point in time, I would like to start doing videos with that as well. But I think it's like the easiest thing to do is like just to be able to help people with their life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I try to do well. So here's my thing. It's like I came from the last frontier, right? So like I know how to do all those things. But my thing is like one day I want to have my own land and all that stuff, and so I didn't know how to do any of it, and I taught myself everything. You have creativity and patience, baby girl. You just have to use it. But see, remember I said you get what you think about, and you said, but I just need patience and creativity, like you're lacking it. And all you have to do is just say, I just used my patience and creativity. It's the don't let people judge you. Don't worry about what other people say. I can always tell a different financial abundance story. Mm-hmm. 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 Here for you guys over here. I like her artwork. It's really cool. Okay, so this is what the card says. Yo. What anyone else has or does not have has nothing to do with you. The only thing that affects your experience is the way you utilize the non physical energy with your thoughts. Your abundance or lack of it in your experience has nothing to do with what anybody else is doing or having. It only has to do with your perspective. It only has to do with your offering of thought. If you want your fortunes to shift, you have to begin telling a different story. Cool. Does it work like that? Kind of. I suppose it doesn't matter if you can read it. I just read it too. Ta-da. Yep, the list is open. The Cash App is You Party Queen. Aha, here, this can be for you, Lulu. What does it say? I will tell my story how I want it to be. Aha. Remember, we just said this. Mm-hmm. If you let your dominant intention to be to revise and improve the content of the story you tell every day of your life, it is our absolute promise to you that your life will become that ever improving story. By the powerful law of attraction, the essence of that which is like to unlike blah, which is like unto itself is drawn, it must be. It must be. I'll buy one in a bit. Oh yeah, no. I think somebody else on TikTok was asking about the readings, Lilu. Hmm. I can't tell stories of shortage and experience abundance. So you can't complain about the things that are going bad and still have good times. It can happen, but it'll take longer and it won't be as good. If you want an oracle reading to get you caught up on anything you might need to have, Lilu, you can do that. And then you don't have to buy a tarot reading. You can just have an oracle reading. But you don't even have to stress out about that. I have 2 apps going right now. Yeah, good job. I'm glad you do your homework every day, dude. That's actually really cool. There were a couple of people that I gave homework to, and you were one of the ones that just came back and said that it was working for you. That was so cool. Gave me hope for a better future. Oh, baby girl, hugs. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Yeah, you're going to be fine. You just strengthen up your law of attraction, baby. You are a magnet. You know what I'm saying? All you're doing is getting all that shit off your magnet so you can attract the right thing. That's all you're doing. And you're just putting that shit into your subconscious. It's just like adding a program. Your brain is just like a machine. And that's all I do. And that's really like, I don't even need cards for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people love the cards, though. I love the cards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can help you with a no card. But it's funner to have a card, I think. Right? Okay, where's the water? We need water. I always have to remember to have water because I'll forget. All right, look, check this out. Continuing to tell stories of shortage only continues to contradict your desire for abundance, and you cannot have it both ways. You cannot focus upon unwanted and receive wanted. You cannot focus upon stories about money that make you feel uncomfortable, and allow into your experience what makes you feel comfortable. A different story will bring different results. My thoughts are a basis for the attraction of all the things that I consider to be good, which includes enough money and health for my comfort and joy. It's really just what you decide to say. You know what I mean? It's really just everything. Some people, they don't know where to start. They don't know how to start that. No one ever told them these things. You know what I'm saying? Someone told these things to me, and I started living by them immediately. And I was like, oh, such a huge difference in my life. I actually enjoy waking up in the morning. Imagine my surprise when they all told me I learned like 40 years worth of information in like 9 months, 10 months. They were like, this was supposed to take you years to learn. Oh, I didn't know. So I thought it was cool, learn at your own pace type school. Like the hard knock school where you just got to do it by falling on your ass a few times. I like how this card is like in the uterus position because your desires come from whether or not you can feel safe, and your safety is there. Whether or not you feel safe starts there. Right? So a lot of us get all like, that's what they say, don't put your panties in it. Don't let your panties get in a knot. You know what I'm saying? That's why, because you're not feeling right. And it's phenomenal when you look at it, like when you think about it. I can see my world through the eyes of Source. By choosing better feeling thoughts and by speaking more of what you do want and less of what you do not want, you will gently turn yourself into the vibrational frequency of your broader perspective. To see your world through the eyes of Source is truly the most spectacular view of life. For from that vibrational vantage point, you are in alignment with, and therefore in the process of attracting, only what you would consider to be the very best of your world. And all you have to do is change the way you think. Yep. Yep, that's your sacral chakra. Where everybody starts their journey. That's your safe point. So even as an adult, that's still your safe point. A lot of people forget that. It wasn't added to the manual of life, I think, in the Western Hemisphere. People have lost this somehow. But yeah, this is important to remember. Your safety starts inside of you. And like a lot of people don't trust themselves because they don't do what they're supposed to be doing, right? And they don't listen to their gut. Therefore, they don't trust themselves, and there's nothing wrong with them. It's just that they made bad decisions, and so now they don't trust themselves. And it's a breaking of pattern. Like if you're trying to quit smoking, you just got to break the pattern. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not. It depends on the person. If you think it's hard, it'll be hard. Okay, next. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That means it has to come, which means that anything you ask for, you should already be crying like you got it. Here, let's show these guys over here real quick. Let's show you. And then we'll show TikTok. It comes not by my magic, but by universal law. Ah. Not by magic, but by universal law. Start telling a better feeling story about the things that are important to you. Do not write your story like a fractional documentary, weighing all the pros and cons of your experience, but instead tell the uplifting, fanciful, magical story of wonder of your own life and watch what happens. It will feel like magic as your life begins to transform right before your eyes. But it is not by magic, it is by the power of the laws of the universe and your deliberate alignment with those laws. Which is why what I told you the other day, Lilu, was so important, because it goes with the law of attraction. It goes with the laws of the universe. The actual universe, like everything's like the center of the universe is the sun, right? So without the sun, there's nothing. That goes with the law of attraction and the law of assumption and all the other laws that are out there. It's like a whole fucking book full of laws. It'd be like learning the universal laws of the law. And that's the only law that really matters. Man's law, that doesn't matter. Man's law doesn't matter at all compared to that. That would blow it out of the water. That would actually blow it out of the water so fast. Okay. Make sure you drink water. Let's see. We might be done with these cards because I'm getting the same ones pulled and I just shuffled them again. We'll see. I have to switch to a different deck. Ooh, I like this one. We are each responsible for the thoughts we think. Yeah, your brain is like the seed of a flower, right? Whatever you think about will sprout. Isn't that a beautiful card? We are each responsible for the thoughts we think. So, when you are in alignment with who you really are, you cannot help but uplift those with whom you come into contact. Your value to those around you hinges upon the only one thing: your personal alignment with Source. And the only thing you have to give to another is an example of that alignment, which others may observe, then desire, then work to achieve, but you cannot give it to them. Everyone is responsible for the thoughts they think and the things that they choose as their objects of attention. Which is cool, because that means you're not responsible for anybody. Yes, our thoughts actually make our reality. Yes, that is the truth. And the sun will charge you like a battery. Yep. Yep. And so when people are feeling wrong in the head, or depressed, or anxious, or it's because of there's something going on or something that happened, and that's the result of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually easy to fix the human mind. It's whether or not the human mind wants to be fixed. Most of the people just like being broken. They enjoy having that label of broken. Whatever it is, makes them feel special to have a label. I don't understand what the point is for that one, but that's like a whole mental block. It's something Tony Robbins talks about in his podcasts. When I was learning from him, it was fantastic. Yummy yum. Money is not the root of evil or happiness. Oh, my alarm went off. Hold on. Bum 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 bum. This is important subject of money and financial success is not the root of all evil, as many have put it, nor it is the path of happiness. So when you are able to when you are able to successfully control something like the subject of money that affects most of you all day, every day, you will have accomplished something rather significant. For not only is it certain that your financial success must improve, but the evidence of that success will then prepare you for deliberate improvement in every aspect of your life experience. Yeah, so everything that you see, every car that you see, every park that you see, everything that was ever created was created by a thought. Someone thought about it, and they had more determination than the people around them that told them that they couldn't do it. That was the only thing. They might not have been smarter, they might not have been cuter, they might have just been the more determined rat that wanted cheese. That's really all it comes down to. And good people really just don't have a want or a desire to, like, you know? So this depends. Everybody's different. The good people just want happiness. I like this one. This one's one of my favorite ones. The whole outer space is in your head, whatever you could possibly think of. Let's see what it says. The most valuable skill or talent that you could ever develop is that of directing your thoughts toward what you want. To be adept at quickly evaluating all situations and then quickly coming to the conclusion of what you most want and then giving your undivided attention to that. There is a tremendous skill in deliberately directing your own thoughts that will yield results that cannot be compared with results that mere action can provide. So a lot of people think, like especially the older people, they think a lot of hard work will get you where you want, and then you meet this 20-year-old who's a millionaire and they work for 2 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? So what do you get? What you think about? Are all realities correct because it's all something that someone thought of? Which means even if they're wrong, a broken clock is right twice a day, which sucks. And the cool thing is you can say anything you want until you're wrong and I prove you're wrong. You know what I mean? And then that's when you either have to, like, oh yeah, 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 or you just, some people just fold. Some people just fold and they're not trying to hear what I have to say, but it's cool because some people, you're just not ready for it yet. That's all. You're just not ready to take off the veil. It's too frightening. For some people, it's just too frightening. It's too much. And so then it also comes back to this rule, like when it comes to conversations with people, whether or not they're right or wrong, or you're right or wrong, like I'm almost always 99.9999999% of the time I'm fucking right? Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. It turns out that I was right in the long run. But you don't always want to be right. You know what I'm saying? So it's also nice to know then that nothing is more important that you feel good. So sometimes being happy is more important than being right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I never got into that either. I was like, no, fuck that. I don't want to work hard. I don't want to work hard. I just want it to work for me. So I don't have to work hard. you know? I never thought in a million years that I would actually be teaching these things to people. I grew up in the church. I don't think I could ever step into another church again with the, because the teachings that they teach aren't correct. It was changed, but there's some truth to everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just not in the right way. It's. I'd rather teach people this way. It makes you feel good, and it doesn't matter what your religion is. The beauty in this world. Oh, I want to go see all the things. I have a special affinity for trees. I really just like pine trees. Pine trees and spruce trees and cold weather. Yeah, the truth was screwed. If you read the actual words of Jesus, you would cry because I did once and I cried. And I was like, this is not what was in the Bible. And they were like, yeah, I know. And I was like, but this is like for my soul. It was like rest for my soul. Because no matter what, the man was smart. If he existed, he was fucking smart. And some of the things that he figured out, I have figured out. You know what I mean? But there's not a lot of information. You have to meditate on it. So, like, the information I do find that's actually good information, I hold on to it. Right. And so, like, when I actually read the actual, yeah, and see, here's this thing. It's like, why can't you just stop being an asshole and be nice to everybody? Like, is it really that hard? I don't care if you worship the carpet. You can worship a rock for all I care. Just be nice to people. Like, nothing comes over the whole philosophy that humans are sacred. Just be nice But people don't know how to be nice to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they can't even treat anybody else with respect because they don't treat themselves. They weren't taught to. They were taught to work for everyone else. Be selfish for other one's needs. You know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about earlier. But yeah, that's got to go. Like no. But there are universal laws, like I was saying earlier, that the universe follows. So once you figure that out, you don't need anything else. You just already know what you're doing. Church is for people who need to learn the love of something that was selfless. I needed to just be on with it and teach anything. I just needed to help people feel like they mattered. You know what I'm saying? Okay, look at this card. It says, what does it say? Nothing is more important than that I feel good. I don't remember if I read this. Did I read this? Huh? Whenever you are feeling less than good, if you will stop and say, nothing is more important than that I feel good, I want to find a reason now to feel good, you will find an improved thought. Anytime you feel negative emotion, you are in the mood of resisting something that you want. And the resistance takes its toll on you. It takes its toll on your physical body, and it takes its toll on the amount of wonderful things that you are allowing to come into your experience. So, like when you skip out on your workouts, or when you don't feed yourself lunch, or you don't drink enough water, like all those things. Do you still go to church, Lilu? I can't walk into a church because I can feel everybody's emotions. So, like, if I walk into a church, I'll cry for a year because they all cry. It's intense. You can like feel it. I don't know why. So I can't go into a church. Well, I can't when it's full. If it's close to empty, then that's fine. It's like there's a lot of guilt that comes in there. Like people feel guilty for being alive or even feeling good about their life. We have to fix that. We have to fix that. People have to feel good about themselves. All right, let's be done with these cards. I think we've pretty much run the shit out of these. Oh yeah, no. So like I can't do hospitals and I can't do churches because I don't know how to turn their emotions off. It just hits me like a brick. So like huh. The guy half a mile down the street that just suddenly got pissed off, I can feel that. That's why I don't put my face on the camera. I don't like it. It's too much for me. It makes me cry and then I'm like, I feel bad about my life. Maybe you're better than I because I just can't. Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah, so church reminds me of the foundation of misery that I was taught when I was little. That's so cute. But at least you have yeah, exactly. Love is the big picture anyway, right? Love is the big picture anyway. It doesn't, yeah, and all those weird, stupid details don't even matter. It's just like love thyself, right? People don't want you to know that. As simple as you are the most important person in your world. And when you love you, you can love everyone around you. And so, like, that is how you get it. This is the high priestess's spirit. And I like her. She's pretty. I don't know what she is, though. I have to get the book because I don't have it memorized. Maybe I should put it here. Can you both see it? Everybody? Everybody. Okay, then there was. And then there was no book. Okay, so this is like the second book that's disappeared on me. And either I have like a gnome in my house or some weird shit, or someone's playing a joke on me because my books keep disappearing. Well, that's, yeah, see, and a nurse will help you do that. Exactly. You get your fair share of helping there. Cat, are you sitting on my book? Ah, I can really see. Okay. Where? This is the second book that is missing. One of the cats are getting grounded today. That's funny. Oh, here, we'll do Work Your Light book. I like this one. It has really pretty pictures. Oh, hold on. I gotta let the cat out before he pees on my floor. Hold on. Hold on. Happy cat, happy life. Come on. Okay, here I come. Oh, oh. Okay. Let's see what these cards say. Hmm. Oh, Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. That's a good card. Star Mother and the imagination. Ooh. All right, let's see what they say. Lemuria. Oh, wait, Lemuria. 114. Okay, let's see. Creating heaven on earth. Mm. Can you see? That's pretty. Lemuria, or Mu, is one of Earth's lost lands, where heaven really was a place on Earth. A time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. In Lemuria, life worked in harmony. All beings were seen as equal, and we were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us and the sun no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Perhaps you are part of the transition team who, at soul level, are devoted to creating this kind of harmony on the planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, but you are being encouraged to help to keep holding the clear vision of the future. It is closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible, and while at times it may feel like you are alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds of thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemuria crystals that hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise all over the planet. Keep doing what you are doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. Hold the card to your heart and say, I hold the codes of Lemuria and believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. That's cool. All right, let's do the next one. I'm going to put this away. Okay. This one is Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? All right, let's find it. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. That looks like 48. 48. That looks like Mona Lisa almost. 48. Hello, babe. How can you mother yourself? You are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already here, healed. Jesus Lord. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You have got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of this earth. How can you mother yourself? Yeah, it does look like Virgin Mary, huh? This tint that she has on her face, though, it like copies the Mona Lisa with the, I don't know, like the artwork vibe. But yeah, it does look like the Virgin Mary. Either way, it's pretty. I like those flowers that they have at the bottom. I almost wish that the laptop had like a better quality recording situation because these cards are crazy, crazy detailed. All right, let's see. Where's the? I have to keep them all together before I lose them. Okay. Let's see. The initiation. Let's see what that is real quick. Yeah, 68. Okay, okay. It's like this lightning bolt. There we go. You can kind of see it. Maybe you can see it better on your end, but on my end, it doesn't look so great. It it's got like this hole to a better place, you know, which I think is pretty cool. And then yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in the background. I might even like sit one day and just take a picture of it and then like zoom in and see what I can catch that I'm missing. Because there's a lot of detail in this card. I love these cards. Anyway, um, the initiation. Okay. That had the right page. There we go. All right, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred. But only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You are being tested, initiated, because you are headed towards somewhere sacred. Initiation is required that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being into the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. Initiations, like rites of passage, mark the shift of one age to the next. It can take place because of the emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you were in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it, and one day soon you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you're closer than you think. Yeah, it's a paradise. Yeah, I thought it was stunning. Yeah, it's like a walk through time, right into a whole different. It's a complete change of vibrations, like from one to the next. Boom, no warning, no one told you anything. It just happened. And there's so much detail in the card it gets lost. It's just amazing and beautiful. And it's great to go from like a hole in the wall to something that looks like it's beautiful, on the other side. Especially when the side you're on looks scary as hell. But it's great. Who or what is triggering you? Ooh. Let's take and see what this one says. Let's put it here so I can look. Mirror, mirror on the wall, tell me what I think of me all. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. The filter of our own experience is how we experience life 90% of the time. Through our own projections, when someone reminds us of an unhealed experience, we get triggered. Often it's an unconscious thing. People and situations can trigger our mirrors to reflect back to us what we believe to be true about life, the universe, and ourselves. Mirrors pointing to our shadow and to our light, mirrors revealing the parts of us that are yet to be accepted, witnessed, or loved. This card is guiding you back to look closely at what you experience, people that are currently triggering you, in you, and what they could be mirroring back to you. When you have felt, when have you felt like this before? Could they be opportunities to heal something in you, or are they shining a light on something that belongs? Or I'm sorry, are they shining a light on something that longs to be witnessed in you? This goes for a good and a bad. The good, those who we admire and put on a pedestal. If we do not realize that we are attracted to them because we are like them, we will need to cut them down in order to rise to their level. The bad, those we despise, are envious of, and put down. Ooh. If we do not realize that they trigger something in us, then it is still yet to be healed, and we will remain hurt and wounded ourselves. Who or what is triggering you? What is it in you that they are triggering? What part of you longs to be witnessed? So when someone says something that pisses you off, it just has everything to do with the fact that you took it personal. Doesn't have anything to do with anybody else other than your own head. That's why the Four Agreements, it says to not take anything anyone else says personal, because chances are it's just coming from either a bad agreement or stupidity or fear or their own failure. I think it's like the only maybe four options. Yeah, but all of those are stemmed back to fear of failure, fear of success, fear of competition, fear of loss, like those weird things. So it's all in your head. If somebody is saying something that's pissing you off, chances are you need to go look in the mirror and ask yourself, what's wrong with you, baby, and why are you tripping out? Fantastic. All right, let's do another card. Another card. And let's get some water so I can keep going. Hold still, lady. There. I'll get water. I'll be right back. I'm not going very far. All right, let's do it. What does this one say? Deep replenishment. Make sure you guys stay hydrated. Y'all don't drink enough water. Like a gallon or two a day is good. It gets rid of toxins. Okay, where is my card number? 64. 64. 4. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, that had to have put you off, like, on some type of fight or flight mode. That would have, like, made me flinch at everything. Jesus Christ. Yeah, just it's better to be by yourself, get a little bit of put back together again, and you can go out there and kick ball again in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I would not. That's like always fight or flight mode. That's like stressful, lose your hair, stress out, hate life. No, I'm good. Deep replenishment. I'm trying to make it so you guys both so both screens can see the card. I hope that's working. All right. The most selfless thing you can do is to fill up your own inner well. When we are running around half filled, we are subconsciously, listen, we subconsciously look to things and people around us to give us the nourishment and nurturing that we so deeply crave. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you're running on empty. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves. What nourishes you? What refuels your body? What is nectar for your soul? What brings you back to life? What is your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and fertile? Overspilling with life? It may be gardening, arranging flowers, getting a massage, using luxurious essential oils, snuggling up on the couch, hiking, sipping a good coffee at your favorite cafe, attending a women's circle, reading about sacred sites, spontaneous bike rides, walking along the beach, or yin yoga. Whatever nourishes you is your medicine. When you give yourself the medicine that you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, for there is more than enough to go around. Do something that deeply replenishes you today. All these people, they're like, oh, I want to help the world, but they don't know how to help themselves. This is I'm constantly on here telling people. You have to be selfish before your cup overflows and you can be giving. You have to be selfless for yourself, and then you can have enough to help everybody out. Yeah, he is definitely a different kind of person for real. I remember that reading and I remember that vibe. Yeah, he can stay very far in his corner. But that is a beautiful card. And it is all about self care because you can't do anything for anyone else unless you love yourself first. And no one told you that, you know? They always just said, give, give, give. And it's absolutely fantastic because you have a lot to give, but you need to give to yourself first. Next card. Let's see what we get this time. I think I'll do a couple more, and then I'll probably stay on YouTube for a little while, but then if the list stays open and no one joins, I'll probably post out of TikTok and maybe like come back so more people come in. But I've been on here for over an hour and I haven't had anybody come for a reading yet, so that makes me sad. And nobody's in my TikTok liking my page, so I have no new viewers. It's just one of those things. But I am a keeper of the earth. I am not alone. Let's do another card. These oracle cards are crazy good. I have a couple more decks. I really love these ones, though. They're like messages from the universe. The universe loves you. Okay, let's see what we have. Did we get this one today? Hmm. Oh, this is a good reminder card. Here, let me open the book. Make sure if you guys are watching my page, you guys stay hydrated. It's good to drink water. Okay, it says your... Where is it? Your card is not being found. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. I found. Okay, we'll get over here real quick for you guys. Okay, you can come right back. Okay, let's see. Oh, be nicer to yourself. Look at this. Check it out. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Do not question things so much. You are not on the right track. I'm sorry. Do not question things so much. You are on the right track. You are facing the right way. Stop overthinking it. It's happening, and you are closer than you think. You are exactly where you need to be, and things are moving at the perfect speed. Do not rush it. Now is not the time to be impatient. Now is the time to walk steadily. There is no rush. What you are building is being built. What you have planted soon will blossom. With every new day, a new brick is being laid. You have come a long way. The foundations are steady, and with all that is needed for you is for you to trust and keep walking forward. If a thought that things should be moving faster enters your head, that is just your ego comparing your rising to someone else. Ooh. Since that happens with me, especially with some of my other jobs that I do, especially since I kind of have so many like side jobs that I do, like just the tarot cards are only one, situation. And sometimes I kind of feel like that too, like I'm not doing as well as the people around me, or maybe like it took me longer to figure something out. But then when I think about it, I'm like, I'm like building companies that last for a lifetime, that involve helping people for their lifetime. That gets their kids involved, that gets their sisters and brothers involved, that gets their moms and dads involved, that gets whole families of souls involved. So if I feel like I'm moving a little slower than maybe a different person in the same industry, it's just because I paid attention to the details and I swept up the corners. I didn't just do a light detail. I went and I did all of the work and I did all of the little things that matter. So I think that it matters for us because we all live together on the same planet. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you get it. You get what you get. You get what you get. Anywho, okay, here's the rest of it. If a thought that things should be moving faster enters your mind, that is just your ego comparing your rising to someone else. Comparison is not your friend. Stay in your lane. Water your own garden. Knowing what your time to bloom will come soon. Work your light. You are already doing it. Keep going. You're already doing it. Give yourself more credit. Don't be so hard on yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Your own thoughts tear you apart. Change your thoughts. Change your mind. Change how you feel. If you change how you feel, you change how your day goes. And then next thing you know, you're not sick anymore, or you don't feel sad anymore, or the world feels like a better, greater place to live because that's just the way it is. It's a beautiful place. The inside side of your head is where your thoughts are, so it shouldn't be a horrible place to exist. All those free thinking thoughts that hurt you, that's like a wild horse that needs to be tamed. Get a fucking thing and lasso that bitch down and tame her. Tame your mind. Force yourself to do the things you need to do and stop making excuses. This one is pretty. I think we're going to do this one next. I'm finding the page number 50. All right, let's see. Back. Oh, let's get some water. Hold on. Okay. That's pretty. What lights you up? Starseeds are souls with a double mission to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out and that there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pull this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They initially know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and get to work. They remain restless until they sleep into their calling until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Star seeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals and schools and slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suits and in parks and in nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks. Many star seeds spend part of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. What lights you up? Beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. I love the artwork. The cards have always been really good to me, but I like the artwork. The ladies that made the card, I think they meditated on both, or I think they have three or four sets of oracle cards, and they meditated on all of them for a very long time. Both of the artists, they didn't even meet each other for the first time until after one of the decks was already finished. And so it's fantastic how one of them did the card and the other one did the artwork, but it matched up so well, especially for two women having never met each other. All right, let's do one more. The list is open, and it's going to be all shut in a minute. If we don't have any readings, there's no point in being here. It's been an hour and a half. I can't work for free, so I'll have to go do something else. But until then, we can read this card and see what we get. Birthing a new age. 92. Not bad for doing it all with one hand. All right, let's do this. Hmm. Often our path is exactly the one that we don't feel prepared to walk. Walk it anyway. Often, what is rising feels far bigger than what we could possibly hold. Be the container for it anyway. Often, our creations seem to have a wild, uncontrollable consciousness of their own. Birth them anyway. Often, what is ours to do is the very thing that most intimidates us. Be courageous and do it anyway. We are birthing a new age. Right now, we're in the transition period between ages. In this process of allowing the old cycle to fall away and the new one to rise, like diving into a fog and trusting the road will appear ahead, we need to release old identities in ways that no longer serve us, using our intuition as a compass. You are part of a group of souls who have been incarnated at significant periods of history, preparing for this exact time, dreaming a new world into being. Magdalene sisters, daughters of Isis, essence of priestesses, witches, mystics, healers, seers, artists, midwives, visionaries, guardians of the earth, and storytellers from times past. It is time to give permission and space for what is beckoning within to be born. We are dreaming a new world into being. Look at the card and hold it to your heart and say, I am open to surrendering to the creations that are wanting to be birthed through me. May I be of service in a way that delights my mind, body, and soul. Please use me. Please lead me. Please show me the way. Everything in life is a magnet. Obviously, I mean, like the whole planet system is a magnet. So why would you be any different? You get what you think about. If you don't like what you think about, you're going to get a piling, steaming pile of things that you don't like because you were thinking about it. And that is the truth about life, my loves. All right. And with that, I am leaving out of here. Unless somebody needs a reading, I'll give you another 45 seconds to speak now or forever hold your peace. Because I have to go pee and get some more water, and I might as well just make a podcast and then come back in a little while. I am you, Party Queen. If you Google my name, you will find all kinds of information about me all over the internet. I am the only you, Party Queen, and I cannot be replaced. I love you all very dearly. I will be back maybe later tonight.